The Canaan desert stretches endlessly, an ocean of sand and rock shimmering under the relentless sun. Heat rises in visible waves, distorting the horizon and blurring the line between earth and sky. The sun beats down mercilessly, baking the sand to an unbearable temperature. A lone tent appears in the distance, a fragile beacon against the backdrop of desolation. The tent shimmers in the heat haze, almost mirage-like, offering a promise of refuge. The vast emptiness emphasizes the smallness and vulnerability of life in this harsh land. Inside the tent, Abram and Sarai sit, the weight of years etched deeply on their faces. Sunlight filters weakly, doing little to dispel the gloom within the tent. The air hangs heavy, thick with the unspoken disappointment of unfulfilled dreams. Sarai's gaze is distant, lost in thoughts of what might have been. Abram stares into the middle distance, his face a mask of patient endurance. Sunlight warms Abram and Sarai's tent, highlighting Sarai's worried face as she stands before Abram. Sarai's hands clasp tightly, a silent plea etched on her face as she steels herself to speak. "Look, the Lord has kept me from bearing children," Sarai begins, her voice heavy with resignation. Sarai's eyes search Abram's, her vulnerability laid bare. "Go into my servant Hagar." A desperate hope flickers in Sarai's eyes. "Perhaps I will obtain children through her." Inside Abram and Sarai's tent, Abram lies awake, eyes wide in the darkness, shadows mirroring his inner turmoil. He shifts restlessly, the rough blanket a constant reminder of his discomfort. Sarai's words echo, each syllable heavy weight on his heart and mind. He wrestles with the request, its implications for their future, faith, and love, a heavy burden. Inside the modest tent, Abram sits opposite Sarai, the weight of unspoken words hanging heavy between them. The simple furnishings of the tent highlight the gravity of their silent conversation. Abram's eyes reflect a deep resignation, a quiet acceptance of a difficult fate. A slow, deliberate nod from Abram seals their understanding, a silent agreement passing between them. The dim light of the tent casts long shadows, mirroring the uncertainty of their future. In her sparse quarters, Hagar stands, a lone oil lamp casting dancing shadows around her. Her youthful face is etched with nervousness, her dark eyes reflecting the flickering lamplight. She fidgets with the hem of her simple linen dress, her movements betraying her inner turmoil. The summons lies nearby, an unspoken decree hanging heavy in the air. Uncertainty clouds her gaze as she contemplates the request to appear in Abram's tent. The dim light heightens the sense of isolation and the weight of the unknown that awaits her. Months later, inside Abram and Sarai's tent, the weight of time hangs heavy in the air. Hagar stands, her pregnancy a visible testament to a silent agreement. Sarai's gaze lingers on Hagar, a storm of conflicting emotions brewing within her eyes. Hope and bitterness intertwine, casting long shadows across Sarai's face. Unspoken words fill the tent, each breath a heavy sigh in the quiet anticipation. Inside the tent, Hagar's gaze is fixed on Sarai, brimming with contempt. A tense silence hangs heavy in the air. Sarai is oblivious to the disdain. Narration. When she saw she had conceived, her mistress became despised in her eyes. Hagar's eyes narrow. Sarai turns, a flicker of unease crossing her face. Weak sunlight illuminates dust in Abram and Sarai's tent, revealing Sarai's face etched with worry and resentment. Abram sits with his back to her, a silent barrier between them, lost in contemplation as tension fills the air. Sarai's voice cuts through the silence. "Look at what your ambition has brought us, Abram. Strife, suspicion, and unrest." Abram turns, his expression resolute. "I sought only what was promised, Sarai. A land, a future for our people." Sarai's eyes flash. "At what cost?" The whispers follow us. "We're outsiders, all because of your grand visions." Sarai watches, a storm of emotions brewing within, as Hagar is banished from the camp, her figure shrinking against the vast desert. Hagar trudges into the desolate wilderness, each step heavy with despair, the sun a relentless eye in the sky. The harsh sun beats down, unforgiving, as Hagar walks into the heart of the desert. Tears carve paths through the dust on her cheeks, each drop a testament to her pain and abandonment. The endless expanse of the Canaan desert swallows Hagar, her solitary figure a stark symbol of isolation and sorrow. Under the relentless Canaan sun, Hagar stumbles, her heavy pregnancy a stark reminder of her abandonment. The harsh desert stretches endlessly, mirroring her desolate state. Each step is a battle against the burning sand and crushing despair. Her parched throat and weary eyes reflect a desperate search for hope. Alone and vulnerable, she pushes forward, driven by a primal instinct to survive. In the wilderness, Hagar collapses near a spring, her strength utterly spent. Her body trembles, a visible testament to the harshness she has endured. Exhaustion etched deep lines around her eyes, mirroring her inner turmoil. Despair settles heavily upon her face, a mask of hopelessness. The spring water flows, an ironic contrast to her parched spirit. She is alone, utterly broken at the edge of survival. Sunlight paints the wilderness, highlighting a hidden spring, its waters sparkling with untouched purity. Hagar, worn and weary, kneels beside the spring, her face etched with hardship and desperation. A divine presence fills the air, a soft ethereal glow heralding the arrival of the angel of the Lord. The angel's radiant light bathes Hagar, a stark contrast to her shadowed, troubled expression. The angel's voice cuts through the stillness. Hagar, servant of Sarai, where have you come from, and where are you going? Hagar looks up, surprised and fearful, as the angel's question hangs in the sun-dappled air. Sunlight paints the wilderness as it pierces through the canopy, highlighting a secluded spring. Hagar stands isolated by the spring, a solitary figure dwarfed by the wild's embrace. Her stance reflects a weariness, a silent tale etched against the backdrop of the serene yet indifferent nature. Hagar's voice breaks the stillness, a confession carried on the breeze. I am fleeing from my mistress. The spring reflects her image, a mirror to her solitude and the vast journey ahead in the wilderness. Sunlight filters through the trees, casting dappled shadows on a hidden spring nestled deep in the wilderness. Hagar kneels wearily by the spring, her face reflecting hardship and exhaustion. A radiant angel appears before Hagar, bathed in ethereal light. The angel's voice echoes with divine authority. Return to Sarai and submit to her. The angel's face softens with divine promise as it speaks of future generations. I will multiply your descendants exceedingly, so they will be too many to count, the angel proclaims. Sunlight streams through the forest canopy, illuminating a hidden spring where Hagar kneels, exhausted and forlorn. In a burst of celestial light, an angel materializes before her, radiating serenity and divine presence. Hagar gazes up, her eyes widening in astonishment at the ethereal being before her. The angel speaks, his voice a soothing balm. You will bear a son, and you shall call his name Ishmael. For the Lord has heard your affliction, the angel proclaims, filling the wilderness with a message of hope and redemption. Sunlight filters through the tender green leaves, illuminating a hidden spring deep in the wilderness. Kneeling beside the spring, Hagar's weary face reflects both relief and profound gratitude. Her voice, soft yet firm, rises to meet the heavens. You are the God who sees me. A moment of divine recognition hangs in the air, a whispered name on her lips, El Roi. In the wilderness, Hagar's face shines with newfound resolve, reflecting the promise of her divine encounter. She begins her trek back towards Abram's camp, each step firm with purpose. The spring whispers behind her, its gentle murmur, a silent echo in the solitude. The vast wilderness stretches before her, a canvas of hope painted with the colors of dawn. Months later, Hagar walks toward Abram and Sarai's tent. Tension permeates the air, thick with unspoken emotions. The weight of their shared history hangs heavy, a silent burden each carries within the confines of the tent. A fragile peace settles, an uneasy truce amidst the swirling undercurrents of their complex relationship. Every glance, every gesture speaks volumes, revealing the delicate balance they struggle to maintain. Flickering candlelight paints the tent walls as Hagar, weary, cradles a newborn, her face glistening with sweat. Abram, 86 years etched into his face, observes with awe and uncertainty, his eyes reflecting the dim light. A piercing cry erupts, cutting through the stillness, Ishmael's first announcement to a world of shadows. The infant's cry echoes, filling the small space with a mix of hope and trepidation under the watchful eyes of Abram. Inside the tent, sunlight filters softly, illuminating Sarai as she cradles Ishmael. Her touch is gentle, protective, a silent promise of love amidst uncertainty. Yearning shadows her eyes, a wistful gaze fixed upon the child in her arms. Apprehension flickers across her face, a subtle dance of hope and fear. The warmth of the tent contrasts sharply with the chill of her unspoken worries. In this quiet moment, a mother's love battles with the weight of destiny. Years later, the Canaan desert stretches endlessly under the scorching sun. Ishmael, now a young boy, is playing alone in the immense desert. The camera focuses on his youthful face, radiant with innocence. A faint shadow of the destiny awaiting him flickers across his features. Sunlight pierces the tent, revealing dust and weariness in Abram and Sarai's tent. Sarai hunches over a loom, her movements slow, each thread a testament to time. Hagar tends the fire, her eyes flickering with unspoken anxieties, a silent observer. The heavy silence stretches, fraught with the weight of years and unspoken desires. Under the relentless sun, the Canaan desert unfolds, a sea of sand stretching endlessly towards the horizon. The heat shimmers above the dunes, blurring the line between earth and sky in this desolate, sun-baked land. Each grain of sand reflects the harsh light, a testament to the arduous journey ahead. The vast expanse symbolizes the complex path of faith, a test of will under the scorching sun. The desert's silence amplifies the sense of isolation, a landscape both beautiful and unforgiving. Endless dunes mark the beginning of a profound quest, a journey into the heart of belief. As the sun dips below the horizon, the Canaan desert blazes with the fiery hues of sunset. The vast expanse of sand stretches endlessly, a testament to God's enduring promise. Shadows lengthen, obscuring the horizon and hinting at the uncertain future ahead. The sky transforms into a canvas of vibrant colors, reflecting both hope and trepidation. A final, lingering gaze upon the desert, a silent acknowledgement of faith and destiny.